Cedar side up. Shifty work into the box. And across. It's in. Oh, it's Loho. It's a dream return.
Hi everyone, welcome to Casual FC, an Angel City preview pod. It is a very early Saturday morning, and I'm your host, Angela Morales,
Sunday
with my
morning.
co-host, who's also... Oh, oops. See, I don't know what day it is. It's Sunday. It's 8 in the morning. We're watching the Olympics. Mario's here too.
Hello. Yeah, it's really early after a busy Saturday, a long footy Saturday.
Oh my God, 352 minutes or something like that?
Yeah, if we sound a little, I don't know, tired, nasally, drowsy, one, I apologize for having you sit through our voices like this, but also I played nap roulette this morning when we were supposed to record a little bit earlier, and it wasn't really nap roulette, it was snooze roulette. Kept hitting the snooze button. So it is, and we're here, and we're doing the best we can with the equipment we got, because
Angela forgot all of her headphones at home, and Eva's headphones are at her practice space. So sorry if it's really loud and my audio's crap.
I will do my magic and it'll probably be okay. But yes. So welcome everybody.
All right.
This is the
Yeah.
semifinal episode of the Olympic footy coverage. And we've still got some skin in the game. The US.
Yeah, so Saturday soccer was intense.
It was intense. It was the fact that all the games go back to back meant...
Yeah, that alone was like, oh wow, 4 soccer games back to back to back.
That alone, like 90 minutes basically back to back to back. But the first 3 did not end in 90 minutes.
No, they did not. First 3 games all went into extra time, like both periods of extra time. 2 of the 3 went into PKs. So it was stressful Saturday soccer.
It was. And you know what? It's you know why this happened, right? They all knew that the previous game went over, so they're like, look, nobody's watching us at the beginning of this, so we're going to just give them extra stuff at the end.
Yeah, we'll just get them some extras. Those, man, they're tired. Like, all the teams are tired. You can see it. But
I think Julie Foudy's one of the commentators, or at least for the U.S. matches, and she mentioned, like, how the Olympic tournament, we've talked about this before, but how the Olympic tournament is a lot more brutal than the World Cup.
Right,
because in the
it's
Olympic
so much more condensed.
You've got 2 days rest usually between each match, and you've got a smaller roster, right? You've only got the 18 that you get to bring along, whereas for the World Cup, you get to bring like a 24, 26 person roster. But yeah, that's only 2 days in between rounds, in between matches. They're tired, and they just went 120 minutes.
Yeah, and thankfully Trent scored before it went into PKs because we were getting close. But we also have to keep in mind that Emily Fox got injured at the end of the game. Tierna Davidson's been out. Jaden Shaw is still out. I have thoughts about whether Jaden Shaw should have made the roster given how injured she's been this season, but we are where we are. So, and Sam Coffey was out this game because of card accumulation. We basically had 4 subs, and that's it. So
the good thing is that I believe, even though they still keep track of cards in the semifinal, card accumulation will reset. So even if they do get it, because I believe Trinity and the one who shall not be named are on card watch, at least on the Olympic website. But then it almost doesn't matter if they get a yellow in this one because it won't affect the final. So
yeah. So just as a quick recap, we had the US who played Japan, 1-0. Then who was next? It was I'm trying to go like in order and I have no idea.
I don't know. I just deleted them.
I know. Canada played Germany and Germany won in PKs. Like Berger, Germany's keeper, took a page out of Alyssa Nair's goalkeeping repertoire. Just absolutely dehuffed.
Oh, just before that one,
Canada.
Spain and Colombia.
Oh, yeah. But Spain and Colombia went to PKs. And then
And that one was wild too, because Spain was losing 2-0 for a long time, and then
the majority of the game, Jenny Hermoso I forgot I was texting you the whole time. Jenny Hermoso had been on the bench. They brought her in. Spain then equalized to bring it to. They leveled out at 2-2. Goes to extras, and then it goes to PKs, and then Spain wins.
And also, guys, texting is hard while you're watching a game because I was at my kid's swim practice, so I was like half watching it on my phone, but then I had to get up and
make sure your kid doesn't drown.
Exactly, like all the good dad stuff, good parent stuff that we needed to do. So I'm getting texts for certain parts of it, and while I was watching, I was able to respond and be like, "Yeah, I see this. Oh yeah, oh no." And then the part that I wasn't watching was right when that first goal went in from Spain, and you're like, "Oh yeah, Jenny Hermoso's on the bench," and then the next thing I get is Jenny Hermoso scored. I was like, God damn, from the bench? That's sick. She just said, "Here, let me try from here." But yeah, it was a lot of footy really fast. And then the last one was, which this is how tired I was. We got home. All these matches went into extra time. We had all this stuff to go do with the kids. I had a really late Friday that I knocked out. And Jen, bless her heart, she left me alone. I knocked out on the couch. And I completely missed the Brazil-France match. Like 100%.
I wasn't watching it because I was watching track and field. And I'm like following on Twitter while I have the track and field multi-view up because God forbid I miss a track event. But I'm like seeing, oh my God, Brazil! And it's just, oh my God. And then at the end of the game, they threw up a hand heart to Marta, who was up in the box because she couldn't play. And she's like sobbing. And I'm like, I love soccer so much.
Her international career is not over. There has to be a better way to say that because it sounds so harsh. It sounds but it sounds like she got a career-ending injury. International career is over, and it's just because there was a card involved.
Because she had a card.
Because it was a very dangerous play card. But yes, okay. So it was wild. We semi already talked about what happened, but we'll keep going. Let's talk about how to watch and what to watch next. Again, check everything out on the NBC Olympic website for TV broadcast schedules. I don't know exactly where they're going to be broadcasting on air, but of course, all matches will be available on the Peacock app whenever you want, and you can stream them live, and that's the best thing ever. Matchups will be on Tuesday. Correction from our group stage podcast, because I screwed that up and I said Wednesday last time. Apparently I can't get my days straight. So Tuesday.
It's the Olympics. No time makes sense.
Everything's just a big blur.
Yeah.
Tuesday, August 6th, we have the first match will be USA versus Germany. Now, if you look up the times anywhere else, it'll say 9 a.m. If you go to the Olympic website for the US, it says 8:45 because of course we got to get some pregame coverage.
That's good though. There's pregame coverage if you're watching it on TV. If you're just streaming it, it's 9.
Basically, that's what it's going to be. And then at 12 will be Brazil versus Spain, also on August 6th. So semifinals, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. We'll most likely have another episode covering what happened in those two games and who's moving on from these to the gold medal match and who's moving on to the bronze medal match. And because time is blurred together and NWSL had to make their cash grab of the Summer Cup, which we fully endorse and have been following since the beginning.
All timelines are crossing.
Exactly. The Summer Cup will also have its semifinal matches on Tuesday, August 6th. And as we've been talking about recently, Angel City has been doing really well. And we are in the semifinals. At 2 p.m. will be Gotham versus Angel City. And at 6 p.m. will be Kansas City versus North Carolina. All of those are going to be on Paramount Plus. So that's going to be a full day.
How am I supposed to work?
Exactly.
How am I supposed to do work?
I'm looking at this thinking like, okay, I took Wednesday to I took the end of the week off for childcare reasons, and but I'm looking at this being like, should I also take Tuesday?
Do I also do Tuesday?
Or maybe just end Tuesday after the Brazil match because I can stream that. Well, work. No, don't tell my boss. It's okay. Okay, so yes. So 9 a.m., we have Olympic USA versus Germany. 12 p.m. will be Brazil versus Spain. Then we got Summer Cup matches at 2 p.m. Gotham versus ACFC. 6 p.m. Kansas City versus North Carolina. And then the weirdest thing that, of course, completely makes sense to everybody who's paying attention and watching. The final for the Summer Cup will be in October, Friday, October 25th in San Antonio, Texas. Okay, sure.
I don't know. So, woe's gonna woe. The cool thing is we talked about it before. The Christen Press is back. And I think I texted 4 different people in the last 15 minutes of the game. If you're not watching this, turn this on. Otherwise, you're going to be so mad. And it was a hysterical entrance for her.
Yeah.
She gets sent over to the sidelines to sub in. The referees don't bring her in. And they had plenty of time. It was so silly.
Props to the broadcast team for straight up ignoring the game for 2 to 3 minutes.
Yeah, like just watching her on the sideline.
All cameras were just focused on her. And all those directional mics were focused on her because we got some really clean audio. Almost like if she was mic'd up.
Audio. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if she was mic'd up and it was like for some documentary later. But it was so clear. And she's like, hello, can I be subbed in?
She's like, press? Because this would have been a really good time right now.
Yeah.
And it's at the 87th minute. Let her in.
You know, and we've talked about how I'm new to CP.
Yeah.
And then her getting that small clip of her and then seeing how she affected the game. I'm like,
she had a look to possibly score within
like a minute. Yeah. Minutes. It was like her first touch of the game.
That's Christen Press. I almost said Candace Parker because I have the women's basketball game on. Oh my God. My brain.
I don't want it to sound derogatory in any way, but I'm like, God damn, that was so cute. It's like almost the innocence of her just being like, I'd like to be in the game now.
Yeah, it was just like, and that's how she is. She's so just, hi, can it be my turn? Like she's so.
And then just like you were saying, she was an assassin as soon as she walked in. She's like all cutesy. Hi, can I be let in? And then, bam, almost scored.
Yeah. I definitely will take this time to say I told you, just because I told you. It's one of those where I don't know how much she'll play. It'll be great. Her minutes will gradually increase, but
I will say that
it's different.
We had a really fun time on the Discord because we started doing watch-alongs or live banter, and I threw up a quick little poll thinking like, when does everybody think Press will come in? And the options were like first half.
Like 80, 70th,
and then
80th, 85th.
Starting from like the 7th. And then just will be let in during stoppage if there's any stoppage time, and just won't come in at all. My semi-pessimistic view of us all was like, she might not come in depending on how the game's going. Because in my view, it was like, okay, if this is ending up like it's going to be tied towards the end, do we want to risk putting CP in the mix, haven't played like minutes yet when we're trying to get that last goal? And then I completely forgot that it didn't really matter because as long as it's tied, we go straight into pens.
And
that part I forgot.
she is a penalty taker. Angel City have been practicing penalties for 3 days before this game. So they were ready.
They were ready for those
stop that
pens.
one.
Oh, so good.
You felt the juice. Kristen's return gave new life.
Yeah. Although I love that Didi was in goal. I love that she stopped that goal. I feel bad. Why didn't Angelina just get to finish off the tournament?
One more look?
Yeah.
I don't know. It may be just like either rest or because Didi wouldn't be playing for 2 months. They just need to get her a rep in.
Yeah, but then, Didi's probably playing the next one also because the stakes are a little higher. Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll
Who
see.
knows? They're switching stuff up all over the place at Angel City.
It's Let's Get Weird season, so that's great.
Yeah.
We're having fun with
It's
that.
our favorite season.
And you know what? That just means we've got it all set up for the return when we have our watch party for the return of the NWSL season against the San Diego Wave on the 24th of August. Mark that on your calendars. Quick little plug for ourselves. And we're going to start
Watch Me Sports Bar big time this after the Olympics are over. We want to pack that place as much as we can, help them out as much as we can. They're still going through we just opened growing pains, but you got to push them through it. And they just deserve the world.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, guys, we're totally winging this episode.
I don't know if you could tell.
Yeah. Yeah, everything's been all topsy-turvy and out of order, which is completely fine. It's not getting to me at any point.
Right. My brain isn't itchy right now. It's fine.
It's fine. All right. And I think what we want to finish off here is let's semi-preview these matches. Off the dome, fresh in the morning, USA versus Germany.
Yeah. So this is going to be an interesting matchup. We beat them in the groups 4-1. Meeting a team for the second time is tough. Yeah, I hope they pull it out, but Germany is on the come up again. They're rebuilding, they're reinstating themselves as a powerhouse in WOSA, which is great for them. But I'm just curious how injuries are going to impact us. I hope Emily Fox is okay. I haven't seen anything since yesterday, since she came out of the game with a knee issue. I hope she's okay because she's fantastic. I'm curious how Germany is going to just come out and how injuries are going to impact our team. I think we're down a couple extra people than anyone anticipated, but like I said, healthy Jaden Shaw deserves to be there. I hope she gets to see a game. Okay. So I don't know. We'll see. And Germany is fired up, I think is the best way to put it, after knocking Canada out.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're fired up. But we also got to remember that both these teams went the full 120. So they both played a solid 2-hour match. So they're going to be tired. They just did this yesterday, and they're going to be playing on Tuesday. That's a lot. So it'll be an interesting matchup.
Thankfully, they have
for sure
a couple extra days of rest. So hopefully that'll help.
Yeah. And then the second matchup will be Brazil and Spain. And you know what? It's the return of Marta. She's going to get one final crack at this.
Hey, everyone. This is Mario post-recording. Of course, not 15 minutes later after we were done recording, we see the report of Marta possibly being suspended for this semifinal match also. So I know that the Brazilian team is appealing this. So that's the latest we know. Felt it was important enough that we needed to do a little insert of sorts, and everything else we say from here on still rings true. Marta's amazing. Okay, back to it.
Yeah, I think this is I don't know if Brazil pulls this out. I think they could,
Yeah,
But
I don't.
Spain is
Yeah.
Brazil is young, and and Spain is more tenured in these bigger games.
Okay, but just going
I
off
just
of
want both teams win.
going, they will at some point. Whoever loses from this gets to go to a bronze medal match.
That's fair.
So there's 3 of these teams are going to get a medal.
Which is wild.
Yeah. The part that brings me hope is seeing how Spain was playing against Colombia
Yeah.
and how they got bodied. They got pushed around and dominated a little bit for the most part of that game. And it wasn't until they made their subs that the game changed. So it kind of points to like, look, you've got a solid team, but really your core like 2 players are the ones that are important, right? Again, if Hermoso starts on the bench, then they might have a tough time again. If she doesn't, they might be surrounding her and then still give them a tough time. But the same can be said about Brazil, right?
Brazil is full of attack.
And Marta is Marta.
Yep.
The Brazil we saw in kind of panic mode, right? To scramble and get that win is going to be different when Marta's on the field. And
helping to control the tempo, helping to manage the game. She's basically, I think her role right now is like point guard in the sense of, I'm making a basketball analogy partly because I'm watching a basketball game, but she helps drive what's happening on the pitch. She navigates the game. I don't really know how to explain this in soccer terms, but every team has a player that kind of guides where everything's going. And I guess it's your 10. I don't know.
Yeah, it's the 10.
But that's not really what I mean either, though. It's like your floor general, your person who's...
She's the conductor. She's the...
Yeah.
So we got to step away from basketball. We got to go into something else.
I know. I'm like, how do I translate this in my brain? It's not working.
She's definitely the conductor of that Brazilian orchestra. She's the one setting the tempo.
Yes.
She's the one...
Thank you. That's what I was trying to say.
She's
sets
the one...
the tone.
She's the one that initiates the sparks, initiates the runs,
It's just Marta.
Yeah, exactly. There, like, I reposted a really cool video from a content creator that I don't remember his name right now, but he was doing it was like a mini doc of Marta, of like where she came from and how she's been playing and how influential she's been. And it's awesome. It's a cool little clip. I'll repost it again because it was part of our stories and it probably went away. But she definitely is that pace
She's
setter.
that girl.
Yeah. She's the when you're doing a run, a longer run than like a 5K, there's pace setters that are running with a big flag that says, I'm running at this pace. Keep up with me. That's what she is. And then she's basically going to be like, you go.
Yeah.
And then organized chaos breaks loose.
Absolutely. And I think Brazil's going to put up a hell of a fight against Spain. Spain's going to fight right back. Like that's going to be a match.
That's going to be
that's going to be a hard game to watch because it's just going to be a lot physical.
Yeah. And then with that also is the fact that Spain is going to be the one on essentially shorter rest. Spain went their full 120 and Brazil did not. So Brazil's got like that half hour of not running around is
a lot at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. So it'll be an interesting matchup.
Yeah.
For sure.
But that's that, everybody. Thanks for the Sleepy Sunday recap episode with us.
Yeah. So one last time, Tuesday, August 6th, we're going to have 9 a.m. USA versus Germany. 12 will be Brazil versus Spain. And then the soccer continues with the Summer Cup matches. Gotham versus ACFC at 2 p.m. And at 6 p.m., Kansas City versus North Carolina. Olympic matches on Peacock, Summer Cup matches on Paramount Plus, and check out the TV broadcast schedule on the Olympic website if you want to find them on actual TV signals.
Yeah, I think they're going to be on USA. That's where they've been, but just double check with that. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging out. You know the drill. If you like what you heard and you want to hear more of it, make sure you subscribe on whatever platform you're listening to, or go to casualfc.com for all of the podcast links. Best way to support the podcast is to like, share, comment, engage with all of our stuff. We'll probably end up posting the BOSO schedules on the story just because it's a lot. There's so many sports happening right now. Check out the merch that we've got at shop.casualfc.com. And if you feel so inclined and you want to help support the pod monetarily, you can do so by buying us a coffee. Check out the link in all of our social bios or go to buymeacoffee.com/casualfcpod. You can also join our Discord, and hopefully we'll see you at Watch Me Sports Bar in Long Beach on August 24th to root for Angel City down by the beach. All right, everybody, follow us on social media at casualfcpod on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Threads. And tell a friend. Team USA, I guess I'm going to send my energy to Angel City. Given my feelings of certain situations.
Yeah.
Also, before we completely close this out, I want to say thank you to everybody who DM'd me, messaged me directly, texted me after the last episode. Thank you for the reassurance, the support, and in most cases, I think all cases, agreeing.
Yeah.
It's always nice when people agree.
And if you haven't had a chance to listen to the last episode and you're like, hey, the quarterfinals are done with, I don't have to listen to this, there's some really good points of view and topics talked about that are relevant to life. Go back and listen. It starts around 25 minutes.
So, yeah. Halfway through.
Yeah, because I sent it to someone else and I was like, hey, here's the conversation. Starts about 25 minutes if you want to just skip forward. But yeah, thank you to everyone. And we'll see you after this semi-round.
Yeah, we'll see you before the gold medal match.
Woo! All right, Olympic footy, let's go. Bye, everyone.
Bye.